Hi guys, welcome to Nitpicky Card Reading. So today we're going to look at what you should be looking for in a partner, in a romantic partner, and what do you really need in a romantic relationship. So we've got three piles. We've got pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So you can pause and choose your pile, and then we'll get started. Hi, so if you guys chose pile 1, this is your reading. I'm gonna shuffle on camera, but I'm not gonna talk until all the cards are laid on the table. So if you want to skip to the part where I'm talking, you can just do that. Ooh. Oh, that's too much. Okay. Okay, so we've got a few things. First, I think that you guys might be hooked up on an ex or someone from the past, Or if it's not a person, it could also be just some kind of patterns or some kind of traumas or some kind of fears or wounds that of the past that need to be healed. So what you need in a romantic relationship right now, and what you should be looking for in a partner, it's basically saying don't look for someone from your past. So like if you're still thinking about an ex, well, it's saying don't this is not the person. Like this is not the person you should be looking for. You should be like maybe grief, like you should be like healing yourself from this past relationship. And like I said, if it's not a relationship, it could be just a traumas and wounds from childhood. With the Six of Cups, this can be a next energy. This could be a childhood traumas, something about the past, and clarified by the Five of Cups. It's really like this is hurting you and you're focusing too much on it, and it's preventing you from moving forward. So since the question is what do you need in a romantic relationship and what you should be looking for in a partner, then spirits wants you to know that you need to move away from past relationships and from past hurts and past wounds and past traumas, so you can really enter a relationship that is going to be good for you and you can meet someone that is going to be good for you. Then we've got the High Priestess and the Ten of Pentacles. So you really need to feel inside yourself that the environment, the relationship you're in is safe and stable. So you really need a partner who's going to make you feel safe, who's going to make you feel secure, who's going to make you feel stable. And this is in all the ways. Like some people feel safe and secure if they have a house. Some people feel safe if they had a lot of money. Some people feel safe if their partners is showing them a lot of affection. So no matter what is making you feel safe and secure and stable, you need a relationship and a partner who's gonna make you feel this way very intensely within yourself. Because the High Priestess is a very intuitive and secretive person. It's also someone who's really self-aware. So it's like if you don't feel like this in a relationship you're currently in, or if you didn't feel like this in a relationship you were in the past, then that is not the right person, because you need someone who's really making you feel safe and secure deeply within yourself. Then with the Nine of Pentacles in the Hierophant, you should look for a partner who's really wise, who's really independent, who's self-sufficient, and who is confident in themselves, who knows their worth. The Nine of Pentacles, this is also saying like you need a relationship where you can be independent. You don't want to be in a codependent relationship. Like no one wants that, but I mean this is important for you because I feel like there might be some things in your life, in your past, that are making you look for the wrong things or focus on the wrong things. And here it's really saying you need to be independent in a relationship, and you need someone who's going to be able to give you this independence. You need someone who knows their self-value and who's self-sufficient. And yeah, and with the Hierophant is maybe you need a routine. You need to find because like with the Ten of Pentacles, like you need to feel safe, and you know routines can make people feel safe. So you need someone with whom you can share a routine, who who you can trust and who you can count on. Example, like you make plans with someone and they just bail on you last minute every time, every single time, then this is not a person for you, because you need someone who's going to stick to their commitment. You need someone who's willing to commit to. And this is the other friend is also someone who's really educated, they're wise, and they know a lot of things, and they're really mature. So you need that kind of person and you need that kind of relationship. I mean, you don't need that kind of person, but if you want to be in a relationship, you should be looking for that kind of person, you know. And then with the 9 of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles, you should be looking for a relationship in which you really feel fulfilled, in which you really feel fulfilled emotionally. But the reason why you feel that way is because the partner you're with is putting in the effort to make you feel happy and to make you feel fulfilled. The 9 of Cups is someone who has everything that they need. It's like they don't have everything in the world, but they're really content with what they have, and they feel happy and they feel fulfilled. It's like their wish has come true. And the 8 of Pentacles is about putting in the work. It's like working working every day, again and again and again, being persistent, being hardworking, putting in the effort. So you should be looking for a partner who's gonna put the effort to make you feel happy, to make you feel fulfilled. And you need a relationship in which you feel that way. You feel like the other person is making the effort. You feel like you feel fulfilled with them. And also in your work life, you know, in some relationships, like there's some kind of power struggle where someone is working more or someone is relying on the other person for money. But here it's like, no, you need a relationship in which you're happy with the work that you're doing. You're not feeling like you're doing too much, and you're not feeling that you're not doing not enough. And you should be looking for a partner who's letting you be that way, be happy with your work, be independent, and who's making you feel fulfilled and who's putting in the effort. Then with the Knight of Cups and the 8 of Wands, you should look for a partner who will tell you how much they love you. This is a communication card. This is often texting, words, quick messages. So if you start dating someone and they can't tell you how they feel in any way, like, you know, some people can only write about how they feel, some people can only talk about how they feel, some people show how they feel by their actions. Well, here it's saying you need to find someone, well, you should be looking for someone who's able to tell you how they feel, however it is. But here with the 8 of Wands, it's mostly talk and writing, but it's basically communication. So you should be looking for a partner who's gonna communicate well to you how they feel. And by how they feel, I really mean like romantic feelings, because the 9 of Cups is a very romantic knight. And you should be looking for a partner who's really romantic, who the 9 of Cups is like, he's dreamy and he's all about romance. It's like he's like in love with love, you know. So it's like he's gonna give you or she, but I'm talking about a night, so it doesn't matter, it's just like energy. But like this person is gonna give you flowers. It's like, you know, all the cringy like the cringy stuff, like the movie stuff, like taking you on dates, giving you flowers, buying you chocolate, um and all those little things like in the movies. This is the Nine of Cups, and you should be looking for a partner who's is like that and who's communicating to you how much they love you. So yeah, this is it. If you chose pile number one, this was your reading. I hope you liked it. I hope it resonated. If it did, like, subscribe, share, and comment, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi guys, so if you chose pile number two, this is your reading. So I'm gonna shuffle live. If you don't want to look at the shuffling, it's fine, because I'm not gonna talk while I'm shuffling, so you can just skip right to the part where all of the cards are set on the table. Okay, so we've got quite a few things again here. Um, I'm gonna say, like, everything that I'm gonna talk about here, this person, if you find them, it's this is gonna be your soulmate, because we've got the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups here, and they're facing each other, and they're like both at the end of the spread. So it's like, if you find this person that I'm going to talk about, what you should be looking in a romantic partner, and what you really need in a relationship, and if you can associate someone with that, this is your soulmate. Okay, so let's start. You need, you don't need. I keep saying that. So you should be looking for the King of Cups and the King of Wands. So the King of Cups, this is a person who's really, really emotionally mature. This is a person who, they don't say a lot. They keep their feelings for themselves most of the time, but um, but they do that actually in a mature kind of way. It's like they don't want their feelings to control them. Like, their feelings don't control them. They're in control, but they do have a lot of feelings. Like, I don't know if you get that, because there are some people who, like, their heart is guiding their decisions. Some people, their head is guiding their decisions. Well, this person is very, very well balanced. But people that uh, makes decision based on their head, most of the times is because they don't have this emotional depth. But this king, the King of Cups, has this emotional depth. They have so much feelings, but you just can't see it because they're hiding it very well, because they're in control. So you need someone well, you should be looking for someone who's really emotionally mature, in the sense that they're good at controlling this emotional depth that they have in a good and healthy way. So this is someone who's gonna really care about you, who's gonna be there when you need them, who's gonna know how you feel, because this person is very it the King of Cups is an empath. They know how they feel. They feel how you feel, and they're very, very caring. And then clarified by the King of Wands, it's like they're this way, but they're also very passionate. The King of Wands is really passionate. They know what they want. They know where they want to be, and they go for it. Like, they're a go-getter, and they're often like, this is the kind of person who's gonna create their own job. It's like they're gonna create something, and they're gonna make it work, and they're gonna be successful. So it's like a very emotional person, but mature, but really mature, and they know how to deal with their feelings, and they're in control, and they're really mature, and they're really deep and intense. But they're also really passionate. They know where they're going in life. They make things happen. Very adventurous, very sexual, and very confident too. With the Three of Cups and the Six of Wands, you need a relationship to be based on friendship. Your relationship, in your case, is gonna be way better if you start as friends. This is telling me that if your relationship starts as friends, if you build your relationship on friendship at the beginning, then it's gonna be way more successful than if you would just start dating right away. So you might be the kind of person who like to be friends first, and then slowly move towards something more romantic. If you're not that kind of person, then maybe, well, since the question is like, what do you need in a romantic relationship, then this is saying, then maybe you should try it this way. Maybe this would make your relationships more successful if you started as friends first. Then with the Seven of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, this can mean a few things. Well, first I see that this is like kind of like this is kind of anyways, it means that you need a relationship that is challenging. It's like even if you're not aware of it, if there's absolutely nothing going on in your relationship and it's just like the same all the time, you're gonna get bored. You're gonna feel like something's missing. Like, you need a relationship to be challenging, not necessarily in a bad toxic way. Like, of course you don't need toxicity, but it's like you need it to like evolve and like to to have something to work on, so it doesn't get just like platonic. And with the Ace of Pentacles, it's like with every challenges there's something new coming with it. It's like with every challenges in the relationship, there's a gift given to you and to the other person. So you need a relationship in which every challenges brings something beautiful, brings something positive. The Ace of Pentacles is really a gift from the universe. It's like with all the challenges that you go through with the person, you get something in return that is really valuable. And I also see that you should be looking for a person who's willing to fight, who's willing to go through the challenges with you, and who's really willing to fight to get those gifts. This is like every challenge that you get through brings a new beginning, and every new beginning is just refreshing and just so precious. This is what you should be looking for. Then we've got the Four of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. I don't know if this is like just about money, but like one thing that I do get is that you need someone who's good with money, in the sense that like they don't just spend it like all the time and like not in a smart way. Because the Four of Pentacles is the person who's good with money because they keep saving it. It's like they don't just waste it on anything, and they're very smart. But they also can be a bit like selfish, like they won't share their money because they want to keep it for themselves. But like, since this is like what you should be looking for in a romantic relationship, I feel like you need someone who's good with money, who doesn't just spend everything all the time, and who's smart about it, and like who makes plan to be sure that there's always money in their bank account, and like who's good at saving. Oh, your person could also be someone like you that's you should also be looking for someone who's maybe a collector. You know that those people who collect things. Like some people collect rocks or money from different countries or shells or whatever. Like just maybe the person like you should be looking for, like your soulmate, is someone who likes to do that, collect things. Clarified by the Two of Swords. This might be someone who protects themselves. Like they know how to set boundaries. They know, like they're not just gonna, this is like a smart person. They have strong boundaries. They know what's good for them, and they know how to say no. Some people don't know how to say no, but the person you should be looking for knows how. I'm also seeing that you might be yourself this way, like very protective of yourself and very guarded. And the person that you should be looking for is someone who's able to like go through your barriers, because the Queen of Cups, she's a very, very, very sweet person. She's really compassionate. She's really understanding. She's an empath too, like the King of Cups, but she's way more open about her feelings. So there's a good mix here. It's like this person is complete emotion wise, and this person has such a sweet manner to them, such a sweet touch, a sweet side to them, that they can get through your barriers, your walls, just because of the way they are. And then with the Eight of Swords, they're also gonna make you free yourself. You might be someone who feels stuck often, or who has limited views. Like this, I'm not like roasting you or anything, but it's like, you know, sometimes it's like when you're too focused on a problem, you can see a way out. Well, this person is gonna make you see the way out. They're gonna make you feel like you are free and you can get out of whatever situation is blocking you. So you should be looking for a person who's so sweet and so understanding and so loving and so compassionate that they make you lose, like that they make you break your own walls, or that they are breaking your walls, you know, like they make you open up just by being themselves, just because they're the way they are. It's also a person who's gonna make you see things you've never seen before. Okay, so this was a lot about like what you should be looking for in a partner. I feel like, and less about like what you should be looking for in a romantic relationship, but I feel like spirits wanted you to know that you've got someone out there that is your soulmate, and this person, they're gonna have all those characteristics. And once you meet that person, it's gonna be challenging because you need it, but every challenge is gonna come with a rewards, a very precious gift. Okay, so if you chose pile number 2, this was your reading. I hope you liked it. If it resonated, like, subscribe, share, comment, and I'll see you next time. Hi, so if you chose pile number 3, this is your reading. So we're going to look at what you should be looking for in a romantic partner and what do you really need in a romantic relationship. And I'm going to shuffle life, and if you don't want to look through the shuffling, I'm not going to be talking while I'm shuffling, so you can just skip to the part where all the cards are set on the table. Okay, so here is your spread. We're gonna start here with the King of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. So you should be looking for a partner who is willing to work on themselves. Someone who is putting a lot of thoughts on how they express their feelings, how they interact with you, how they communicate, um how is what they're gonna say affect you. it's like this person is the King of Cups is a really mature person. It's a very emotional person, but when I say emotional, it's like not in a bad way, because this person knows how to control their emotions in a very healthy way. So it's like there's a depth to their emotions. It's like their heart is an ocean of emotions, but they know how to control it. They know how to deal with it, and this is reflected here with the Ace of Cups and the Strength. It's like they're flowing with emotions, but they know how to tame them within themselves. And they're with the Eight of Pentacles as a clarifier, it's like they're really working hard to be this way. They're really working hard on themselves so they can control their emotions, their own emotions, in the best way possible. So it's constructive and like useful and positive. You also should be looking for a person who's really strong, really persistent. It's like this person, even through the worst things, through the worst events, through the worst shit, basically, they're gonna keep walking. They're gonna keep holding the weight, and they're gonna climb the mountain. This is like, this person has gone through so much. This person has been hurt. This person has fought a lot. This person, like, they're wounded, they're tired, they're exhausted, but they keep fighting. They keep moving. They keep trying again and again and again. And this clarified by the Ten of Wands, this is the Nine of Wands, clarified with the Ten of Wands, like they've got so much on their shoulders. They've got so much work, so much things happening in their life, but they keep holding on. So you should be looking for someone who's really resilient, really persistent, very strong, very determined, very stubborn. And then with the Ace of Cups and the Strength, I feel like you might be someone, who's really emotional, who has a lot of feelings. Like, you might have emotional outbursts sometimes, or just like meltdowns, or like but I see this like this is like the negative part of it, but the good part of it is like you're really, really loving. Like, you have so much love to give, and you need someone who's able to like deal with that. Like, some people, they can't be with someone who's too emotional, who has a lot of emotions, who has too much love to give. Like, some people don't like that, but you should be looking for someone who's like, they're gonna be able to deal with your emotional outburst. If you cry, or if you're angry, or if you just have like too much emotions going on inside of you, they're gonna be able to tame it in a good and sweet way. It's like they're gonna deal with like your emotions in a very calm, sweet, soft manner. They're gonna be good with that. It's like they're not gonna like be like, stop doing this. They're gonna be like very sweet, and they'll be able to handle you and your emotions in the best way possible. And this is what kind of person you should be looking for, and this is what kind of relationship you need. You need a relationship in which you can express your emotions, your strong emotions, and then the person with who you are be able to deal with that in a healthy way. Then you need a relationship in which you can see through illusions and fantasies clearly. It's like you should be looking for a partner who's gonna tell you like, no, what you're seeing right now is absolutely fake. This is not realistic, and this is what you should be doing. It's like maybe you're a really dreamy person, or like you might have some self limitations and not be able to see some things, feel stuck sometimes, or like with this is the Eight of Swords, with the Seven of Cups, you might be fantasizing a lot, or having difficulties to see like what's real and what's not. Like you might not be very grounded. You might be up in the air, up in the clouds, up in a fantasy world most of the times, and you need someone who's going to bring you back to earth, who's going to make you see like the truth, who's going to make you see through illusions, and who's going to just break those fantasies and be like, no, that is not right, you're not seeing clearly, and this is the reality. Okay, so this is the kind of person you should be looking for. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Justice. So this is someone, well, this is a relationship that's going to be presented to you as a gift, because it's going to be very fair. It's like it's there's always going to be you should be looking for a relationship where everything is fair, like there's a balance, give and take. The person you're dealing with is very fair-minded and very just, very honest. And like if you give something to them, they're gonna give you something back, and if they give you something, you're gonna give them something back. It's like you need a relationship that is very balanced in both parties, equivalent give and take, but also honesty and trust and fairness. And you should be looking for a partner who is portraying the justice, because justice is fair. Justice is like the Libra sign. It's like someone who gives and takes in a fair way. It's someone who's really just, very honest, very fair-minded, very intelligent. And the Ace of Pentacles, I feel like you should be looking for a person who's willing to give you opportunities. It's like they're gonna give you gifts, and they're gonna hint you on like opportunities that could be good for you. Like say you're an artist, and like your person gets some insight on like a job offer in an art gallery. Well, they're gonna like introduce you to like the manager or whatever, and this is like gonna be an opportunity for you. So like they did something for you, they gave you a gift. You know. Anyways, it's like you should be looking for someone who's like the justice. So like I said, fair-minded, balanced relationship, equivalent give and take, and full of gifts. You should be looking for a partner who wants your best, and who's really stable too, because the Ace of Pentacles is stable, it's solid. Okay, so if you chose pile number 3, this was your reading. I hope you liked it. If you did, if it resonated, like, subscribe, share, comment, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.